Yeah. All my people, can I get a hello? It's your boy Seek, and I'm representing the Hello Effect podcast. Also the Worldwide Fleet DJs. And you know it's Wednesday, so where else is to be at? You know what I mean? Not at the DigiWax event, you know what I mean? Without further ado, for those who might not know who's my special guest, please let the people know your name and what you do.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Dr. Keith Perrin, founding member of FUBU, one of the founders of FUBU, CEO of FUBU Radio.
All right, welcome, you know what I mean? Congratulations, you know what I mean? Definitely, you know what I mean? So, let's talk about it. How long has FUBU been around, though?
Man, it's 33 years now, about to go on 34. We've been around a long time.
All right, so
it's been a long time, like a lot of time. You know, when you've been around this long, you feel like the kids don't know about you,
exactly.
Right? But it's crazy because in 2016, we had kind of put the shit down for a while, and everybody was doing everything else, concentrating on other businesses, and then the kids, it's like, yo, I'm gonna bring FUBU back. I'm like, these kids, you know, all these hashtags and shit, you know what I mean? So when we got to them, when we finally turned around, it was like a whole campaign they were doing. You know what I mean?
Fact.
So we had to kind of step back in the game, and when we did some amazing collaborations, Puma and Mitchell and Ness and Ebbets Field and a bunch of other people, Pata overseas, and you know, Crepe Man, and you know, so we did a lot of things, man, and we were having a lot of fun.
That's a fact, you know what I mean? All right, so I was saying that I was born in the 80s, you know what I mean, raised in the 90s, and back then, you know what I mean, urban fashion was the thing, you know what I mean? To own a pair of FUBU, your parents had to have some bread. FUBU to us, be honest with you, is like how people put Louis Vuitton and all that on a pedestal and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because people used to get on us like, yo, lower your prices. And if you think about it, our prices wasn't crazy because what we were doing was we were getting the best fabric, the best jeans, the best T-shirts. You know, we were putting that out. I got a story where my man, who's Ronnie Wright, who's a photographer, celebrity photographer, he had on a sweatshirt that was 20 years old and looked brand new. I mean, come on, like
quality, yeah.
That's quality.
Yeah.
And people didn't understand that, but now they do. So I was telling you that the kids was thrifting, and they were bringing FUBU back. So we wound up doing a bunch of other collaborations, and we came back out, and then the whole nother generation tapped into us. You know what I mean? So it's good to be around 33 going on 34 years.
Now, that's a fact. Let me ask you a question. Was you there early on around the like thought process when they was like coming up with like FUBU and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm one of the original.
All right, that's what's up. So
we was sleeping in the crib. I was renting out the basement. You know what I'm saying? We had the fabric, the rolls all around the house, and stepping around shit, and sewing machines and all kind of shit. You know what it was? It was like Damon was the sewer.
Yeah.
And then we got a couple of other ladies to help sew, to speed along production. We would do anything. We would either deliver, package, fold, you know what I mean? Whatever we needed to do, we put it together because we didn't have no distribution back then.
All right, so like the name, was that something like, was it a story behind that or?
Nah, we were just trying to come up with a name. It was like, yo, we need a four-letter name that works, like Coke, like Nike, like Puma.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and we was just thinking like that, and then somebody in the room said, yo, we need some stuff that's by us, for us.
Damn.
And the nigga said,
it's round. That shit sound catchy.
For us. Boo-foo. That's the you know, that's the high shit.
Yeah.
You know? Boo-foo, right? So when they said boo-foo, we was like, man, how about for us, by us?
Damn, that was
FUBU. And then it was like, it kind of sounds African, but it could be Asian. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact.
You know, you didn't know what it was, so we went with that. And for us, by us is what we stood on and what we was about. You know, giving back to our community, uplifting our community. So, you know, that's what it was.
All right, can you give any type of advice for any young fashion designers? You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't see a lot of us these days, you know what I mean? So get some.
It's a bunch of us, you know, we just get hidden behind
The bigger
folks,
names?
yeah, the bigger names, you know, because there was a lot of designers that worked under us that was like top tier. You know, they out here with their own lines now. Shout out to my man Bobby Joseph. You know what I mean? Like he helped build Fat Albert for us. He helped us with the Fat Albert, Harlem Globetrotters. You know, Muhammad Ali. Like he was an essential part of that, and that was pretty much, you know, him coming to us like, yo, I want to do this shit. Y'all behind it. We can go get it, and we went out and got it. And what's crazy is we can't do that no more. People don't understand that. Those are things that are a test of time. Like, if you got it, keep it. Because you ain't getting no more. You know what I mean? You ain't getting no more.
Let's talk about, let's stepping into the radio, the media space. You know what I mean? How did you get about that? What was the idea?
One of my boys came to me and was like, yo, we should put together a radio station. I can help you build it. And I was like, you know, because at the time I had a lot going on. I was going through a lot personally, and I didn't see if I had enough time to do that shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, I got to get a studio. I got to get cameras. I got to get this. I got to get, man, you know. And slowly but surely we put it together, you know. And then when we started it, you know, like I said, this is our 10th year now. You know
congratulations,
what I mean? It's our 10th year. So, but when I started it, I realized that it gives me a voice in media. I could change the narrative because, as I was telling a couple of other cats earlier, it's like we have this thing where we got to break each other down.
That's a fact.
And we need to pull each other. People say, yo, why don't you, you know, do more gossip and this and that? And I'm like, yeah, but there's a lot of that.
So what? So the radio station is like standard music? Like,
no, we do music. We got talk shows. We got a morning show, midday show. My show is on from 2 to 6. We got an evening show, a DJ to come on after that every day, 24/7.
But what is it? Internet radio station or is it like FM stuff like that?
It's an internet radio station.
Okay,
but I'm on iHeart. I got a partnership with iHeart. I got a partnership with Odyssey. I'm on all the major streaming platforms. I'm on Roddy TV. I'm just getting ready to sign this new situation next week with this other TV service network. So, you know, I mean, you can catch us anywhere, but man, right now I got a lot going on with me pivoting. So I won't say it's on cruise control, but it's functioning. You know what I'm saying? But not the way I would like it to function until I get this other business straightened out.
All right, so how do you feel about fashion these days? You know what I mean? I know you've been around it for 33 years, but as we age, we kind of tend to move on other places since we mastered something. You still had that same fire about fashion?
Nah.
So you focus on the radio thing?
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
I just focus on the radio thing. Like, I gave the fashion world 30-something years. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, especially being a part of a group, you don't get to really pour into you. You know what I mean? Because there's no time to pour into you. It's time to pour into the brand, right? But there's a lot of things that I want to do personally, a lot of things I want to achieve personally. So, like, I'm on this new mission where I'm doing me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, and I ain't never get a chance to do that in a long time. I was actually doing that before I got with them. You know what I mean? With my boys. And then I kind of fell into, you know, the Indian role. You know, so now I'm back at the boss role and doing boss things.
Let me ask you one last question. Since you in a radio space right now, name one thing that you currently love about hip hop, and name one thing that you miss about hip hop.
I love the longevity that hip hop has had. You know, you couldn't see this back then. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, like I come from the Marley Marl tapes. You know what I'm saying? Just the Magic tapes and shit like that. Like I come from that. You know, so when you see it where it's at right now, it's like, yeah, the thing that I miss about it is, let me see, because I don't like shitting on the young people.
Nah,
Everybody,
it ain't shitting on it, but we gotta be truthful. You know what I mean? Because we come from a different era.
I like bars.
Okay, talk about it. Yeah,
Bars.
okay. So we gotta bring the bars.
You know
back.
what I'm saying? Like I'm a Fabulous, I'm a Jada. You know what I'm saying? Like bars, nigga, like shit that make you think. Like Jay-Z, like people hate on Jay and talk shit, but Jay held it down, man. And when you go back and listen to his shit and what he talk about and how he's talking about it, and then the plus he didn't even write it. Like that shit is some other shit.
Hell yeah, that's crazy. That's what's up.
Other shit. And then you do one take hold. Come on, man. But I missed that part of it. I just wish that the guys that came before us could see the amount of money that these guys is getting now and could have benefited a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because
that's a fact.
But I do see a lot of the young cats reaching back and putting these veterans in the game on, so make sure they still eating. So that's a good thing. That's a good look.
All right, before we get up out of here, can you just drop some words of encouragement to the youth right now?
Listen, everything is in God's time, and I don't care what you think or when you think something's gonna pop off or when you want it to pop off. It's gonna pop off when it's gonna pop off, and you can't control that. Just keep grinding and doing your thing, and don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. You know, if we would have listened to that back then, like they said we couldn't be designers, so we just stepped around them and kept going, and then the next thing you know, we on the cover of magazines. You know what I mean? But people don't see the hard work that it takes, you know, and not all people need to see the hard work. You know what I mean? Just work, do your thing, you know, celebrate when shit is ready to go. Don't shoot your shot. Don't be talking about some shit that ain't gonna never come out. You know what I mean? So take your time, plan your shit well, and make sure you stay on top of your thing and keep doing your thing.
I want to say, you know what I mean, appreciate your time. This your boy Seek, representing the Hello Effect podcast.
Yes, sir.
Also the Worldwide Fleet DJs. We only talk to legends and goats, you know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
make sure you stay tuned for this interview. Hello.
Let's go.